of Michigan. Do you know that since you left home coming to Musalla, the angels were standing at your path, praying for you, saying that Ya Ma'ashar al-Muslimin, اغدوا إلى رب كريم يثيب على الجزيل قد أمركم بالصيام فصمتم وأمركم بالقيام فقمتم خذوا جوائزكم اليوم يوم الدين. You know that the angels standing at your path since you are coming, saying that, oh Muslims, go to your Lord, who rewards abundantly. He commanded you to fast, and you did fast. He commanded you to stand at night praying, and you did. So, go and receive your reward. Today is known as the day of reward. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proud of you. Isn't this amazing? Shouldn't we be thankful to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah is mentioning us right now in Sama. Shouldn't we be thankful to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Indeed, we should be thankful to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Being thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after Ramadan means to keep all the good things we learned in Ramadan, at least some of them. We committed and devoted ourselves to prayers, reading the Quran, sharing our food, praying in the masjid, giving charity during the month of Ramadan. Let us continue doing so throughout our lives. I would like to encourage you all to remember what you have practiced and learned in Ramadan, to continue doing so. Woe for those who worship Allah only in Ramadan. Woe to those who do not benefit from the fasting of Ramadan. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Whoever worships Allah in Ramadan, he should know that Ramadan has gone. Whoever worships Allah, he should know that Allah is alive, never dies. Ramadan is not but a month among the months. If Ramadan has gone, so we cease praying in the masjid, we cease giving charity, we cease praying in tahajjud. That is not the character of a Muslim. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us more than we love ourselves. He gave us a wonderful opportunity to gain a lot of blessings. We should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although we praise Him, we thank Him, but we are not able to give the gratefulness that Allah deserves. Brothers and sisters in Islam, dear men and women, my khutbah is actually about the basic principles of human relationship in Islam, or the lessons, or I can say lessons from the way Prophet Muhammad ﷺ dealt with non-Muslims, both friends and foes. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Today is the day of Takbir. Prophet ﷺ said, make your Eid beautiful by the Takbir. Make your Eid beautiful with the Takbir. That's the Takbir we did before Salah. So during the khutbah, Imam should repeat Takbir a lot. Brothers and sisters in Islam, I'm going to brief you on the basic principle of human relationship in Islam. But I would like to take some lessons from the story, from the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The unity of human beings was scripturally established in the books that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to His messenger. It has been scientifically proven too. The origin of mankind goes back to Adam and Hawa, as we know. However, the dispersed children of Adam throughout the world, with their different colors, languages, religions, and culture, can be divided into three categories in regard to their relationship with Allah. Number one, obedient servants. Two, disobedient ones. Three, non-believers or atheists. These differences in terms of the rights of the Creator on His servants don't prevent us from living together in a harmonious and peaceful atmosphere in our societies. Hence, the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed us how to live together regardless of our different system of beliefs. Unquestionably, human relationship should be based on the divine principle. Simply because when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, He provided us with the guidance and instruction to govern our lives. However, human beings should develop these principles based on experience and circumstances. Having said this, one can say with full assurance that the messengers of Allah are the best moral example to emulate. Thus, we can say that Musa alayhi salatu wasalam is a walking Torah. Isa alayhi salatu wasalam is a walking Injil. And Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is a walking Quran. Furthermore, the father of them all, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, is a walking scrolls. So, since our discussion is related to how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam treated his non-Muslim contemporaries, I will confine my thought within that context. Looking into the Quran and the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I found that human relationship in Islam might rely on 4 or more principles. Principle number 1 is the unity of humanity. Humanity, mankind in general, evolved from single male and female. These individuals, we refer to them as Adam and Hawa. We read in the Quran, يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. O mankind, we have created you from a single male and female, and we made you into nations and tribes that you be acquainted with one another. Obviously, the verse is talking about the unity of humanity. This is very, very important. We have to keep that in our mind. Whether people agree or not, all of us in this world, whether we are Europeans, Americans, Asians, Africans, whatever, came from single male and female. So we are brothers and sisters. That's how we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He's talking about the people of Hud, He said, well, people of Ad, I sent you your brother Ad. Although they are Catholics, they don't believe in Him. The same thing with Thamud. The same thing Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam considered the Quraysh and all of us as his brothers. He's called as we, those who come after Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, they are my brothers. Sahaba, he called them Sahaba, and he said, my brothers are those who will come after me. So the first principle is the unity of humanity. Second is at-ta'aruf, acquaintance. We know one another. If we are not interact, how we can know one another? How we can learn from one another? Principle number 3, at-ta'awun, cooperation. We have to work together for common interest. Common interest. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Work together to establish righteousness. Work together to establish common interest among you. During the Ramadan in our masjid, one brother, I can't remember who exactly gave this talk. He talked about kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat lin-nas. You are the best among human beings evolved. And he talked about we have to command what is right and forbid what is wrong.